Hi everyone, it's Ashley. Thank you so much for clicking on my video today. Guys, as always, I am so excited to be sitting down with you tonight to just get some last minute crafts off of my craft desk. Let's just go ahead and jump right in. We have a lot to get done. So I want to show you guys a couple things that I got this week. So first off from Target, these are the only two things that I have from Target this week. So these are their little iron-on patches. Oh, just kidding, adhesive patches. So I actually didn't notice. I thought that they were iron-on patches and they're not. They are apparently adhesive patches. So good to know because I did think that these were iron-on, but either way, these were $2 each and I just really like the colors. This one is like a light pink and then a darker pink. And then this one is that same light pink with the purple. So I picked up one in my daughter's initials. Now, next up, I have two things from Aldi, which I don't think I've shown anything from Aldi on my channel yet. I don't get to go to Aldi as much as I would like to, only because we just recently got Kroger delivery in my area. So we have been doing that. And that has been absolutely a lifesaver. But I did get to go there this week. And my absolute favorite part of Aldi is always the aisle with all of the kind of like home goods and just kind of random things. So I found two things this week at Aldi. So first up, I have this my school year's journal. It says a timeless record in treasured keepsake, kindergarten to 12th grade. And as we open it here, you can just see it says this is the story of who was born on. And then starting at kindergarten, it has an area for you to put the school, their age, year, and height. And then it says like different things you can put memories from the grade. And then it has an all about me section for kindergarten. So it'll put like your favorite shows, songs, sports. If I had a superpower, here is drawing of my home, just different prompts that your child can do. And then it says looking forward. I'm excited for kindergarten because like three people they're looking forward to seeing. And then it has a place to put some photos for that year. And then the last page is reflections for the year. So I thought this was just super cute. And I think that this is a nice way to kind of just keep a nice record of your child's school years. Now, I personally have not started one of these yet because my daughter last year was her first year in school and she's actually doing pre-K again this year. So I actually won't even use this year per se because this starts in kindergarten. However, I am super excited to have it. I love that for the grade itself. It's kind of like a folder. It has an area there where you can slip things down inside. Now, I thought that that was really nice because I can kind of put, maybe some of her favorite artwork from that year or her school photos, anything you kind of just want to save maybe from that year. That would be a great place to kind of stick that down inside. So as soon as I saw this, I had to get it. I just thought it would be so sweet. I hope this is something that I can keep up with. And then look how cute on the back kind of panel here of the book. It has my height and then kindergarten all the way through 12th grade. I think that this is so sweet. So this little book here was $10 and I think that this was such a great buy. I am so grateful to have this. Now, last up for what I found this week from Aldi, I found this kids art frame. This was also $10 and it says displays and stores a standard size sheet of paper, so 8.5 by 11. Includes metal hardware to hang vertically or horizontally. It has a clear shatter resistant glass, front opening design with magnetic closure, elastic strap for additional storage. And then this is how the back looks. As it says, it has it where you can either hang this either vertically or horizontally. And this opens right here with a little magnet. And then you just put your child's artwork inside, and you can put multiple ones like inside here. So maybe we could pick like a favorite artwork of the week, right? And that would be displayed here. And then as the weeks go on and she has a new favorite, you can just kind of stack it on top there. And then you close it back up, and it's really nice because then it kind of looks like a piece of art. And like I said, I plan to put this in her bedroom. So I am also so grateful to have this. I think that this is going to be a great solution to just trying to find out what to do with those pieces of art that come home every single day that we love, but I just need somewhere to display them. So I am so happy to have found this for only $10. I think that this is a great buy. Okay, guys, so tonight I think we're going to start with iron on. I have quite a bit of iron on. I think, what, 4 pieces that I need to get done tonight for my daughter. Now, this is another one of those tasks that are kind of just a back to school task that I need to get done, right? I have a few little shirts that I want to add just a little design to. Now, this design in particular, I think that you guys have seen it on the channel. However, if not, if this is the first time I'm bringing it to the channel, I have made this exact design for my daughter on a shirt quite a few times at this point. I don't know the number. I think this is like 5 or 6 maybe. I don't know. I think the first size shirt that I put it on was like 12 to 18 months. So this design has just kind of grown with us, and I have put it on a shirt for her. Every time she has outgrown a size, I just kind of found a new shirt and slapped it on there. And it is obviously one of my absolute favorite designs. I just think it is so sweet. And at this point, like I said, until she refuses to wear it, I plan to just keep on making it. So with that being said, because I do have quite a few pieces of iron-on to do tonight, I'm going to go ahead and get those done first so I can turn off my Easy Press Mini that I have warming up to the side here. Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to, since I have so many shirts, I'm going to go ahead and just warm up my big press. That way I don't have to spend so much time kind of, moving it and like heating it in sections. I can really just heat everything at once and hopefully kind of speed through this just a little quicker tonight. As I was saying, we do have some fun crafts coming up. But like I was saying, I do want to knock these shirts out really quickly. I do have a couple pieces of home decor that I want to get done tonight because I really want to switch them out. One of the signs I took down like a couple weeks ago, and that space has just been empty. So I've been really missing that sign there. So I'm excited to get it back up. And the other one is just a cute piece of little summer decor. Kind of as we move into this last weekend before school. I thought something just playful and fun would be nice. Okay, so there is my first design all weeded. Now, that design is definitely a little more like weeding intensive, right? But at the same time, it's also a very simple design. So if weeding is like a little bit intimidating to you, or if you're just kind of starting out, I think this is like such a great design because it gives you a chance to kind of do something a little detailed, right? But at the same time, like I said, it's very, very simple. It's very simple to kind of follow and see and figure out like where to weed and where not to weed. And I'm sure I put in some music and let you guys just kind of watch me because it did take a minute. But honestly, every time I cut and weed that design, I just think about the first time I ever made it and the first time I ever put it on a shirt for my daughter. How just excited I was that I was able to make her little custom shirts. And I don't know, it just always makes me so happy. And it just reminds me how far I've come, right? So as I continue weeding my little iron on projects here, I don't know if I got around to saying it or not. I get off track sometimes, but I am just going to go ahead and very quickly weed all of my little iron on designs. That way, once I get out my press, I can just kind of assembly line it and do everything at once. So I'm going to go ahead and finish weeding these last two designs here, and then we will start to press them. All right, just bring in a lid, and I'm also going to bring in my heat press and just kind of pre-press my fabric just to get out any moisture. Okay, and just very loosely kind of lining up my shoulder seams there. That should give me a rough estimate of where the center of my shirt is. So with that in mind, I'm then going to bring in my little decal here that we just made. And that like never happens to me, but I laid it down the first try and it looked good. So I'm just gonna go ahead and bring in my big heat press here. I have this set at 330 degrees for 30 seconds. I also brought in a piece of butcher paper just for some added protection to my fabric. I'm gonna press this for the whole 30 seconds. I'm gonna go ahead and turn my shirt over. I'm gonna press this for about 15 seconds from the back. Oops, I forgot that this one was going like not in the center, so I didn't necessarily need to find like the center of my shirt and like heat press it everywhere, but at the same time, when I'm doing multiple of something, I like to kind of get in the mode, right, of doing it. So I'm actually not even upset that I did it. I'm just happy that I was kind of already in the motion. So just kind of another way to look at that little situation there, right? So as you can see, I just had a little decal here that said happy. I just put it more towards the collar of the shirt on the right hand side. I'll show you guys in just a second, but this is out of a glitter iron on. So I'm gonna do 330 for the 30 seconds, just the same as I just did. I will also just press this from the back for an additional 15 seconds. And just bringing in my next t-shirt here. These next two shirts I have to show you guys are actually little sets that my mother-in-law got my daughter from, I believe, Walmart. And they are just the sweetest little two-piece sets. But also, what a great opportunity to personalize them just for her, right? So, same exact process again from the back for 15 seconds. Now, this last one here, I am going to be putting her name right under this little decal. So, I'm actually going to turn off my big press and I'm going to use my Easy Press Mini for this, just so that way I can really control where that heat's going, right? And I don't have to kind of heat up more of this little decal than I need to. But look how cute just taking just a couple minutes and a scrap piece of vinyl turns this little two-piece set into a totally personalized set just for my daughter. So with that being said, I did get it positioned where I like it. I'm going to bring in that same piece of butcher paper, and now using my Easy Press Mini instead, I have it warmed up to medium heat there, which is the two wavy lines. And I'm just going to start to heat my design, probably for, I would say, about 30 seconds altogether. When using the Easy Press Mini, you want to make sure you continuously move it. And then since I just turned off my big press, it's actually still really hot. And I'm just going to go ahead and use this opportunity to heat my shirt from the back using my big press just kind of as it warms down naturally. Okay, so let's see how it went. I do have my Easy Press Mini still turned on here just in case I need to repress anything, or if anything looks like it could just use some extra heat. Like even on this first one here, so as you can see, everything did lay down, nothing came up, I don't have any lifting. Sometimes it's just really hard to get that carrier sheet off. The carrier sheet for this brand in particular is really, really sticky. So I just feel like it kind of really tugs on that iron on. So then just going back through and giving it just some additional heat, I feel like really helps just kind of make sure it stands the test of time, right? And let me tell you, preschool clothing gets washed a lot. Okay, so here is our first design all done. I absolutely love it. Like I said, this is either my fifth, sixth, seventh time making it, but it is at this point a classic and I love it more every time. Next up, we have our sweet little happy in our glitter iron-on. That looks amazing. Just because I'm here and it's out, I'll go ahead and give this just a little more heat. But like I always say, glitter iron-on is literally like so easy to work with. I never have any issue with it. Next up, we have our little two-piece set with now her monogram. Everything laid down, I feel like same as with our first design there. Pulling off that carrier sheet, I just want to give it just a little bit more heat. I feel like that carrier sheet really, really tugs at this vinyl. There we go. And I think that came out so, so cute. I love it. Okay, guys, and last but not least, beautiful. That laid down amazingly. I had such good luck with all my iron-on tonight, which is really nice. Okay, guys, and just like that, 4 shirts off of my to-do list. Let's go ahead and turn off my heat presses and do our adhesive vinyl for tonight. Okay, guys, bringing in my next bling here. You guys have seen this on my channel, I think only once before. I had it decorated and I've had it that way in my kitchen since. I got this at Hobby Lobby. It was $7.99 and it was in the unfinished wood pile, but I only buy that when it's 40% off. So it was whatever 40% off of $7.99 is. So this is the sign that I was saying earlier. I've had it down for like a week now, just kind of waiting to put this new little saying on it. And let me tell you, the space in my kitchen where I took this down has been so kind of empty and sad. I have so missed this little sign being in its home. However, at the same time, I was over the other one. So it was time to switch it up. Now, as soon as I saw this little saying, I knew that this was absolutely a sign that I had to make for our home. I think that a lot of people can probably relate to this. However, I think that my husband and I can particularly relate to it. So I think that this is just going to be a nice reminder in our home, right? So just going slowly, this is weeding really nicely, no complaints so far. I believe this was a scrap piece of Cricut brand adhesive vinyl. So I'm just going to go through and hopefully pretty quickly grab my little middles here. As you can kind of tell, this says, and we built this love from the ground up. And I mean, just what a testament to the lives we make for ourselves, right? And I think it is, like I said, just a beautiful reminder. Okay, so I just went ahead and cut a new piece of transfer tape because I did not have a scrap piece big enough for what I need to put it down. And if you guys just saw me cut that, I don't know why I just cut my transfer tape like that. I always cut it like all the way across because I just like to keep the little pieces as like scraps. And I just like my roll to be like straight across. So I'm just thinking about it now. I don't know why I just did that. But anywho, okay, so I just went ahead and very quickly just folded down about an inch of that carrier sheet. I also folded a little corner here. This will just give me a little lip that's not sticky, right? So that way it's easier for me to pick up my design kind of as I transfer it to my blank. So I'm going to go ahead and burnish this front and back. And again, that weeded and transferred beautifully. So I have no complaints. That was actually really, really nice. Oops. Okay, that is really sticky though, and it tried to lay down on me. So with that in mind, I'm gonna try to get this as centered as I can. Okay, so that looks like the best that I'm ever gonna do. So I'm happy with that. Now, again, normally I would bring in my weeding tool and kind of grab a corner and pull this transfer tape up. But because I made this little lip here, it now gives us a little spot there where it's not sticky. And that will give us the perfect little starting point, right? So we don't accidentally scratch our blank. Okay, guys, and here is my first adhesive vinyl project. Like I said, it just says, and we built this love from the ground up. This will sit on a shelf in my kitchen, and I am so, so grateful to have it. Okay, guys, let's go ahead and do our next adhesive vinyl project. Okay, so bringing in this little box from the Dollar Tree, you guys have seen this on my channel plenty of times. This is, I believe, the largest one. It is just about 4.75 by 4.75. And I like to use these little boxes as signs. And I like to put them, well, one of the places I like to put them is in our kitchen next to where my husband makes his coffee. So I'm just going to kind of switch it up and just do a fun little summer treat here. And these were actually two, I think, separate designs in Design Space. And I just went in and kind of, I just went in and kind of changed it for what I was looking for. Okay, guys, so here are three little elements. I'm going to bring in that same piece of transfer tape that we just used. I'm going to go ahead and cut it down to fit the largest piece of my design here, which is obviously going to be the glass itself. And then let's go ahead, we'll burnish this front and back just like always. Just making sure the side that I choose for the bottom is sturdy and it does sit up straight. I'm once again going to try to get this as centered as I can. Again, looks pretty good to me. Oops, I already forgot my little trick. Let me tell you, I am like such a creature of habit. I've been doing things a certain way for so long. It is so hard for me to kind of change the way I do something when I'm in like autopilot, you know? But I'm trying because that is such a great, great, great little tip that I saw someone leave in a comment, and I was just like so thankful for the little tip. And I was like, man, I never think of like the good stuff, you know? But, anyways, just a little bit of layering here. Nothing crazy. So, again, if you're kind of just starting out and you're not super comfortable with layering, I think that this would be a great project to start with. Okay, guys, and here is my second little adhesive vinyl. Again, just a sweet little summer sign. Nothing too complicated, but Isn't that just so sweet? And it honestly puts me in the mood for summer. A little late, but in the mood nonetheless. Okay, everyone, really quickly, I was going to do this off camera, but I decided while we're here, I wanted to show you guys if you're interested, I would love for you to stick around. If not, I completely understand. I will see you in the next video. But I recently found this at Target. It is the Mondo Llama alphabet beads. This is 250 count, and this was $5 for the pack. So, my idea for this is I wanted to make my daughter and I a little matching bracelet for her kind of first day, first week, maybe first 10 minutes of school. I'm not exactly sure how long she'll realistically keep this on. However, I did see this idea and I just thought it was so cute. Now, like I said, because my daughter's still young and I don't know exactly how long she'll realistically kind of wear this bracelet, I'm going to keep this very, very simple. I had a few different ribbon options there. Now, this is just ribbon that I've had in my stash. This one here is just a pink ribbon with some silver going through the middle. So it's very shiny and glittery, which we are huge fans of. So, with that being said, I thought that this would be a great choice. Also, in trying to choose one, I was looking for one that obviously would fit through my beads, right? So these beads do seem to be, kind of on the smaller side as far as the little openings. So keep that in mind when choosing your ribbon. However, I have seen bracelets with like chunkier ribbon, and I am interested to see how that goes. So maybe I'll try it out for another one because I already have plans to make myself a few more bracelets. But let's start with our little mommy and me one, right? So for mine, I just brought out the letters to spell mama. And then I wanted to put our initials on both of our bracelets. We have the same initials, so I just thought that would be a sweet touch as well. So mine is going to have my initials and then mama. And then hers will have her initials and then Minnie. So, like I said, I just thought this would be such a sweet little idea for her to wear her first day of school. I know that she is super excited for school to start again. She has missed school and she really does enjoy school. But I also think that she is definitely going to miss kind of mommy daughter time every day. So, with that being said, we will see how the transition goes, but I am hoping for the best. Now, I am going to kind of put some knots here just so I can keep my beads where I kind of want them and have a little more control. Now, with the size of the holes, I am having to knot this. I think I did that side 3 or 4 times. So I'm just going to continue to knot this until the beads no longer move through. Now, I have never like made a bracelet before, so I'm just doing a super simple kind of design here. So this is how my little bracelet came out. Again, I will just cut this and size it to my wrist. I will make hers and do the same. And I am so excited to have our little matching bracelets. And then I also wanted to share with you guys, I did my first air dried clay project. I have a friend who is recently engaged. So I made her a little trinket dish. I have to paint it. It's still drying. So I think I have to give it like one more day. And I plan to paint it. And I need to finish up the rest of her gifts. So if you guys are interested in seeing me paint this, let me know and I will save that for a video. If not, I will do it off camera, no problem. Okay, guys, that's everything I have time for tonight. Thank you so much for sticking in there with me all the way to the end. I appreciate every single one of you. If you are new here, I ask that you please consider subscribing. I would love to have you. To my subscribers, thank you as always. I am so, so thankful for you all. I hope that everyone has a great week, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.